Hello, I'm Georgia Churchill the Storyteller. Today we have a Mexican story called The Day It Snowed Tortillas. Érase una vez. Once upon a time there was a woodcutter named Jose. He was big and strong. He might not have been too smart. He had never been to escuela, school, but he was sweet-natured and very honest, and that's what got him into trouble. I'm not saying that we should lie, but sometimes we should just be quiet. And Jose, he thought that everybody was as sweet and honest as he was, and so he just told everybody everything, and that got him into trouble sometimes. But he had a wife, Maria. Oh, she was sweet too, but she did not believe that everyone else was sweet, and she got Jose out of his troubles time after time. One day, after Jose had cut his wood and piled it up on the back of his burro to take to town to sell, he saw something underneath an arbol, a tree. Little leather sacks. He opened them up, looked inside, and he didn't even take his wood to town. He went directly home. He got into his yard and called, "Maria! Maria! Mira, look!" He opened up the sacks. Maria came running out. "Oh, oro! Gold! Jose! Where did you find this gold?" "Under an arbol in the forest." "Oh, Jose, some bandidos, some robbers, have stolen this gold and hid it in the forest." "Jose, don't tell anybody about this gold." But she knew that he would, and so she started making plans. "Jose, mi esposo, my husband, I know you have been working hard all day, but please could you go into the village and get me 25 pounds of flour, and then I will feed you your comida, your supper, and you can go to bed." Oh, Jose, he didn't mind going into the village. He was such a sweet man. And he came back with 25 pounds of flour for Maria, ate his comida, and went to bed. She waited until she heard, and then she dumped the whole sack, the whole 25 pounds of flour, out on her big clean table. She mixed just the right amount of water and some lovely white soft lard into it until she had a nice soft dough. She pinched off a piece, rolled it in her hands, and patted it into a tortilla and put it down. She pinched off another piece, made another tortilla, and put it on top of the first one, and so she did until she had a stack of tortillas. She kept on making tortillas till she was surrounded by tortillas. She kept making tortillas all night long. She finished the last tortilla just as the sky turned gray, the way it does just before dawn. And then she gathered up all those tortillas, took them outside, and threw them all over her yard. Jose woke up with the sun. Oh, he was stretching and scratching his belly, and he went outside to look out the window to see the day, and Maria, there are tortillas all over the ground. She came to stand beside him at the window. "Oh, see, it must have snowed tortillas last night." "Snowed tortillas? I never knew it to snow tortillas." "Well, that's because you have never gone to escuela, to school. Jose, why don't you put on your best suit and go to escuela, go to school, and you can learn about things like snowing tortillas?" So Jose put on his best suit, Maria packed him a lunch, and off he went to la escuela, but he had never been to school before, and he was put in the first grade. Their desks were so small, he had to fit his great big woodcutter into a little desk. And then pretty soon the teacher said, "Niñas y niños," little girls and little boys, "¿Cómo ¿Cómo escribe mamá? How do you spell mama? All the children raised their hands because they knew. But Jose didn't know. And then later, when the teacher said, muchachas y muchachos, ¿cuántos dos y dos? How many are 2 and 2? All the children raised their hands because they knew. But Jose didn't know. He squeezed himself out of that little desk and he said, I'm going to go into the forest where I know what to do. But while Jose had been in La Escuela, a whole band of bandidos, robbers, rode on their caballos into the village. And it wasn't long before they came swirling into the yard of Jose y Maria. El Jefe, the chief of the bandidos, swung off of his horse and went up to the house. He pounded bam, bam, bam on the puerta, the door. Maria answered the door. Sí, may I help you? ¿Dónde está nuestro oro? Where is our gold? Gold? Senor, I am the wife of a poor woodcutter. I can guarantee you that we have no gold. Oh, I see, we heard in the village that su esposo, your husband, had found our gold in the forest. Oh dear, is that what he's saying now? You never know what he's going to say. Very well, you wait in the yard until he comes home and ask him. So all the bandidos got off their caballos, their horses, and they sat around in the yard cleaning their pistolas and sharpening los cuchillos, their knives. And eventually Jose came home with his burro. He had already sold the wood in town, and here he came, and El Jefe jumped up to his feet, grabbed Jose by his shirt collar, stuck his face right into Jose's face practically, and said, ¿Dónde está nuestro oro? Oh, sí, you mean the gold that I found in the forest. Maria, where is that gold that I found in the forest? Maria came outside. Jose, you know we have no gold. Sí, Maria, we have gold, and then that night it snowed tortillas. The bandidos looked at each other. They looked at Jose. It snowed tortillas? Sí, it snowed tortillas all over the ground. And then I put on my best suit and I went to first grade at La Escuela. The bandidos scratched their head. He put on his best suit and he went to first grade. It snowed tortillas and he put on his best suit and this hombre, this man is loco en la cabeza. He's crazy in the head. And they got back on their caballos and they rode out of there and they never came back. And Maria, she spent that gold so wisely that Jose and she were able to live comfortably for the rest of their lives. Gracias, mis amigas y amigos. Thank you, my friends. Adios. Goodbye.